来たか 1, 2, 3, 4 Yes!
The following video takes place over 1600 battles. This is their story. Puni players, Robbett here. It's the Budokai Gacha. At the beginning of the event, Treasure Jibanyan Gold and Mr. Scoop Gold have a drop rate up. Both of these new yokai will help against the impossible stage. It's the second generation Enma Budokai with SSS-rank Enma Underworld King Maka. For this tournament, there have been changes made to yokodori stealing mode. The tribes of your yokai now play a big role in not only getting treasure from other players, but in defending it as well. During this Budokai, there's also a dream match mechanic, which we've previously seen during the Kitaro collaboration. As usual, the Budokai features 4 main rewards, each unlocked through collection of 8 seals or pieces of treasure. The first reward is Captain Dodo, the second is a soul secret, and the third is Indy Jaws Gold. The fourth and final reward is SSS-rank Maka. When in yokodori stealing mode, from time to time chance time will appear after a stealing attempt or finishing a tournament round and give a large bonus towards stealing treasure. Yokodori tickets can be purchased from the point store with real money and can also be obtained from winning tournament rounds. During stealing, Treasure Komasan Gold gives a large bonus to stealing and has a large chance of occurrence. Treasure Komasan Gold can appear randomly at the end of a tournament round and serves as the impossible stage. He's a tough battle, but you have a chance to befriend him if you can knock him out. Event yokai can help greatly when battling TKG. Treasure Jibanyan Gold has a large bonus damage. Mr. Scoop Gold has a large defense bonus. T Jibanyan G provides a medium defense bonus. The Enma Great Coin has been added, and you have a chance of getting SSS-rank Enma yokai from it. An Enma G coin can appear randomly when you win the tournament or even as a drop from winning a battle. You can purchase 1 Enma G coin in the point shop and win them through tournament rankings. By winning tournament battles, you'll be rewarded with Y points. Y points increase with each round of the tournament. You can also win a Y point reward sometimes when you finish a tournament round. Of course, you can buy Y points with real money as well. During the tournament, event yokai can help in other ways too. Maka provides a large bonus to Y points. T Komasan G provides a medium bonus to Y points. Both T Jibanyan G and Indy Jaws G provide a bonus to damage in normal tournament battles. T Jibanyan G also provides a defense bonus in tournament battles. Based on the number of tournament rounds you complete, you can win ranking rewards. These include Enma G coins and Maka himself. Event missions have been added that are focused on yokodori stealing. You can get rewards such as a Dream G4 coin and Holy Soul secrets. During the tournament, when certain yokai show up, such as Enma or T Komasan G, a dream match will occur. A dream match is a normal battle, but if you include the needed yokai in your team when you win the battle, you'll get a special reward. There are 7 total dream match rewards that you can get during the tournament. Rewards such as the Enma G coin are available. You can get the necessary dream match yokai in a variety of ways. Maka comes from the 4th Budokai reward. Treasure Jibanyan Gold is in the Budokai Gacha. Treasure Komasan Gold is the randomly occurring impossible stage and can be befriended. Indy Jaws Gold is the 3rd Budokai reward. Treasure Jibanyan and Treasure Komasan are both available in the point shop. During yokodori mode, if your team ends up having a higher total strength than your opponents, you can steal their treasure. Total strength is determined based on the skill level of your yokai, hit points, and normal level during stealing. There are 3 ways to improve strength. First, tribe compatibility. If you match up against a yokai with the right tribe, it will boost your strength. On the contrary, if you meet up with a yokai that you're weak against, your strength will be diminished. Tribe is super important during yokodori. Choose your yokai appropriately. Second, the color of treasure now matters during yokodori. If you use yokai from the corresponding tribe to attempt to steal a certain color treasure, there's a chance that your strength will be boosted. Additionally, this also helps defend treasure you have a certain color of as well. Third, event yokai can help. Treasure Komasan Gold provides a chance at a bonus to strength when used during yokodori. Let's check out this new Enma G coin. Most importantly, you can see that the 3 SSS-rank God Enmas are present. Beyond that, there are a lot of great event-exclusive SS and S-rank yokai, and unfortunately A ranks as well. On to the main event. King Maka, Whisper, and our friend Treasure Komasan are having a conversation about what's going on, but it's not important. There's only one thing they're saying. It's Budokai time. We've got a few overview images here about how the Budokai works, but I'll cover that all shortly. The main thing, the most serious decision you can make during this tournament, comes next. The decision to go yokodori or not. That is, do you want to be in stealing mode or not? Stealing mode gives more Y points, and you can steal treasure from other players, but they can steal from you. Just press the green button. That's non-stealing, and it's definitely where you want to be. Before we actually tackle the Budokai, let's see if we can get the event-exclusive yokai from the Budokai Gasha. In the Budokai Gasha, we've got 2 passes, Bourgeois G and Last Bushinyan. For SS ranks, we've got the event-exclusive Treasure Jibanyan Gold and the amazing Super Attack Booster Dandori, as well as 3 Busters yokai. Mr. Scoop Gold heads up the S ranks, and there are a variety of other Busters and Budokai exclusives as well. While there are plenty of A and B ranks from past events, none are new for this event. Budokai events are generally pretty slim in terms of yokai available via the Gasha, and this time is no different. We don't have a pass yokai, so you won't have to go through that, but there are really just 2 yokai we're looking for. It isn't until the 36th crank when we see a capsule start to wiggle. It's Mr. Scoop Gold. Mr. Scoop Gold is a mysterious S-rank bottom popper and stunner. During the event, he reduces damage from TKG by a large amount. We're going to need to fast forward, and I mean really fast forward, until we get to 160 cranks. This Gasha is feeling an awful lot like the last event, where I can get one of the yokai over and over, but not the other. Finally, here he is. Treasure Jibanyan Gold is a charming SS rank single attacker and fever extender. His skill is that his ultimate automatically fills somewhat when you enter fever. During the event, he does extra damage to TKG and reduces it as well, while doing extra damage to all normal tournament opponents. Now that we're as prepared as we can be, it's time to get started with the Budokai. The Budokai is a series of normal battles in a traditional ladder format. Each Budokai round is a series of 5 battles. Competitors in the tournament, that's you and a bunch of yokai controlled by computers, battle one-on-one with an individual winner that advances to the next battle. If at any time you lose a battle, nothing horrible happens, but you need to start that round of the tournament over. In fact, if you don't want to face a battle during a round for any reason, you can also choose to restart the entire round. If you make it successfully through all 5 battles, then you're the winner of that round of the tournament and you'll get rewards. During the tournament, a dream match can occur. Dream matches were first introduced in the Kitaro collaboration and are a battle as part of the tournament like any other, except with one change. The goal of the dream match is to bring specific yokai into the battle to fight a different specific yokai, in this case Zombie Chopper. If you bring Treasure Jibanyan, who's available in the point shop and from previous Treasure Busters events, not the gold version from the gacha, and defeat Zombie Chopper, then you'll earn a Dream Match reward. Pressing the yellow button will take you to your medallion to put Treasure Jibanyan on your team. Pressing the purple button will take you back to the main battle screen. If you don't have the right yokai, you can still proceed with the battle. It'll ask you if you're sure you want to proceed, but there's no harm to doing it. Dream matches can occur at any time, but the dream match opponent needs to progress through the ladder just like you, so it's possible you'll see a dream match in the tournament or multiple dream match competitors, but they won't make it to you. You'll just need to keep battling to see them all. The main focus of the tournament, however, is really about getting treasure items that help you unlock the 4 Budokai rewards. Budokai treasure can drop from any opponent at random. You'll need 8 of the same treasure in 8 distinct colors to receive that Budokai reward. You can receive more than one of the same color, however, so it's not as easy as simply getting 8 drops. Luckily, Zombie Chopper drops our first item, the red hat. Going back to the topic of dream matches for a second, you can tap our friend here and see all of the dream matches, which yokai are required, and who the enemies are. In addition to the 6 battles, once you've defeated all of them, there's a 7th dream match reward of an Enma G coin. If you're thinking about resetting the tournament rounds for any reason, such as difficulty, there are a couple things you should know. First of all, you can't get the end of round rewards if you reset. You have to complete the full 5 battles. Second, if you're trying to get rewards for ranking in the tournament, it's all about rounds, so you're not doing yourself any favors. Third, you need to have completed a certain amount of rounds to be able to get Budokai items for certain seals. So even if you went yokodori mode from the start, you would still need to get to round 25 before you could steal items for the 4th seal, King Maka. Lastly, difficulty ramps up with every round of the tournament, as do Y-point payouts, but both cap out at level 50. It doesn't get harder, and you don't get any more. We've got another drop here, and it's the green hat. With that, we've completed the first round of the tournament. We get a few Y points. Don't worry, that'll get bigger the more rounds you play, and more importantly, we get a yokodori ticket. At the point where you want to go into yokodori mode, you'll need a ticket for every stealing attempt you make. There are 10 of them for purchase in the point shop, but otherwise the only way to get them is through end of round rewards or real money. Immediately we've got another dream match, and it's Indy Jaws Gold versus Indy Jaws. She still, honestly, freaks me out. Unfortunately, we won't have Indy Jaws Gold for a while, so I proceed with the battle, but we can't get the reward. I do manage another hat, however, so we're making good progress. Given the battles and rounds are really all the same, just with different bosses and enemies, I'm going to skip around to points of new content, like getting rewards or dream matches. After getting the pink hat, Treasure Komasan Gold shows up. TKG is the impossible stage equivalent for this Budokai, and he's not a normal tournament battle. You'll be asked if you want to battle him, and if you say no, he'll just disappear for now. There's really no reason not to try and battle him, however, unless you're saving your spirit. In addition to being the impossible stage, he's also a dream match, so we're going to make sure to have Treasure Jibanyan Gold on our team. Treasure Komasan Gold is a no-continue battle, and is tribe restricted to mysterious, charming, heartful, and slippery. Since he's Komasan, he loves ice cream, and I no longer make the mistake of forgetting to feed yokai. He's got 72,000 hit points and does 778 damage every 3 seconds. He's a mean machine unless you have the event yokai. I've brought 2 boosters, Mr. Scoop Gold for his defense boost, T Jibanyan G for his defense and attack bonuses, and Chakarina to help persuade TKG to join the team. If you've got both Mr. Scoop Gold and TJG on your team, this whole battle is going to be dramatically easier, as TKG will only do 194 damage, less than a third of what he normally does. TKG doesn't have any special attacks, but once you're in fever, he does counterattack. That counterattack will drain any attack boosters you have active. There's always a chance it doesn't, and you can reset the battle to have another chance, but ultimately attack boosters are pretty useless against him. If you've got Treasure Jibanyan G, he can one-shot Komasan even at low ultimate levels. If you don't, you're going to want to get that attack boost through, or use multiple attacks from strong yokai to defeat him. With the event yokai, it was a relatively easy battle. No befriending though. 1,000 Y points for using TJG against TKG though. That's not bad at all. We get a light blue hat, and then it's another dream match. This time it's TKG against Demon Bonbaraya, but we don't have TKG. For now, it's all about accessorizing Captain Dodo's head. 3 more hats, and we're done with the first treasure reward of the Budokai. Looks like we ended up with 11 duplicates on top of the 8 treasure items necessary. Overall not too bad, considering they drop every few battles. Captain Dodo is a mysterious A-rank line popper. Now we're on to the second Budokai reward, which is a sole secret like in the last few Budokais. I'll apologize on behalf of the developers for that one. First drop is the pink page. Next, we have the ultimate dream match show up, King Maka versus Lord Enma. Definitely not going to get the dream match reward for that one until the end of the video. A few more pages come our way, and then TKG shows up again. Since the event yokai are so helpful, and since attack boosters are likely not, I've brought Slurpin along in the hopes that Chakarina can work some magic for me. My girl Dogu doesn't make it through, but Jibanyan has this more than covered, and I can focus on Chakarina. I actually only make 2 Chakarinas, the third is right there when fever ends. Doesn't matter though, that's a sweet sweet double drop supreme. Treasure Komasan Gold is a charming SS rank auto popper and inflator, basically a junior Enma Madatabi. His skill heals when his large puni get popped. During the event, he gives a large bonus towards stealing and a medium bonus to Y points. Now that we have TKG, we can take care of the Demon Bonbaraya Dream Match. That's 500 Y points. From here on out, it's all about those soul secret pages. While it looks good, it gets out of control, fast.
"911 emergency, what are you reporting?"
Budokai. That's 252 items, 245 of which are duplicates. Never, ever have I gotten so many duplicates in Budokai. But hey, it's cool, just part of the game. The super manager hooks us up with the yellow pages. Well, 1 yellow page, but that's all we need. Soul Secrets, woohoo. Now it's time to do it all again for Indy Jaws Gold to make sure he's got 8 different color scarves or ascots, neckerchiefs, whatever those are. Traditionally it gets harder to get items with each level of Budokai reward, but man, the second reward was already so tough. Once again, things are looking good. We have a good distribution of colors with only a few dupes. And then... But hey, it's cool. Just at 245 items, nothing unusual. This time, there's really only one thing to do. It's time for Grand Theft Budokai. We tap Pickpocket. We tap the red option. There's no going back. This is the seedy underbelly of the Budokai. It's ruthless and has no tolerance for the weak. If you have any chance of grinding for the treasure, do it. You have been warned. First order of business is to get the purple scarf. The first thing we see is a list of other players who have the purple scarf. The only thing we get to see about them is their center slot yokai. and that at least tells us a little about what their team might possibly look like. In the past, Enma teams were the fiercest enemies out there, so having an Enma member present might scare you off, but with tribe advantage, that's not necessarily the case. Here we can see that because it's purple, Erie gets a 30% advantage against non-Erie teams, and despite them showing extreme Noko, I'm going for it. You might also notice that I have a strong team with the exception of an E rank. I did that specifically to lower my overall strength. You can't be matched up with a team that has a lower strength than you, only higher strength teams, so being too strong will limit the options you have for stealing. The battle starts out with the other team having a 6,000 point advantage since they have 4 SSS ranks. With TKG's bonus activating and the Erie bonus, that shifts to being a 3,000 point disadvantage. Even with charming Komasan being weak to slippery Noko, it's just enough to pull out a win. The purple scarf is my 246th item for the 3rd Budokai reward, and here comes Indy Jaws Gold. Indy Jaws Gold is a slippery S-rank all-attacker and healer. During the event, he deals more damage to Budokai opponents. Without any ceremony, we're on to the final Budokai reward, Underworld King Maka. I've got my Erie team already, so I'm going for purple first. The other player doesn't have TKG, so I get the bonus, and that brings us to equal with me being a little ahead. TKG versus Dogushaku is a big no-no. It drops us by 2,000, and that's it. First loss. Next try, and they do have TKG, just not in the center slot. Also, it's an all-charming team. That Erie bonus isn't going to cut it. Every battle of Erie versus Charming is dropping my score by 2 or 3,000. Massive fail. And another fail. Okay, I step away for a second and redo my team a little. I remove the E rank and instead use a mid-strength yokai. I don't want to go OP, but I want to be more around the 20,000 strength mark because it seems like that's what most of the teams I'm facing are at. This time it's a mix of individual wins and losses, but in the end, Robbett wins. So that's one. So many more to go. Next we're headed to Shady, but it's blue, and I thought it was slippery. I've made a team for every tribe, and after the early experience I've tried to make them all around 20,000 strength. It's tough to think really clearly during Budokai. There's an important lesson here though. The new color tribe bonus is 30%, which is a lot, but the bonus for each individual matchup is on the order of 10 to 15%, so being weak to the other team can cost you the victory very easily. This time it works out, barely, even without a color bonus. That's 2. Chance time arrives, which provides a big bonus for a single battle, so long as it occurs in the ensuing 5 minutes. This time I take my slippery team to light blue for the slippery bonus. Of all the choices, I match up my TKG against their TKG because at least it's a known quantity and I do have the chance time bonus. This is really the ideal. 30% chance time bonus, 30% color bonus, and a 20% TKG bonus. That's almost 16,000 strength on top of the 20,000 I walked in with. That's 3. You'll notice that between battles I'm going to Cat Cradle and I'm using the team change there because it's faster than going all the way to the medallion. Yokodori is all about speed with as much precision as possible. I purposefully made sure I completed 1 round so that I had an enemy still around to give me this slight edge. Time to take Heartful against Green. Unfortunately, they also have TKG and 2 Mysterious which have the upper hand against my Heartful. That's the first real loss, and it's by almost 7,000. As a result, I decided to bump up my Heartful team a little as generally they're weaker without any SSS rank options. Huh. That's weird. This is the first time I'm facing a team that is actually starting with a lower strength than mine. I've seen instances where a team changes between when you're selecting them in battle, so it's possible that's the case here. With the color bonus and some individual bonuses, it's a very quick affair. That's 4. I quickly switch to my charming team, but I can't find any matchups, so just as quickly I switch to mysterious. Color bonus and 2 individual bonuses. Another cakewalk. That's 5. I switch to brave, but there are no teams available on red. For fun, I check out pink, which would be best with charming, and this time I find a team. Likely it has to do with team strength versus the folks out there with the pink item. Let's try it out. Only TKG gets the charming bonus, and he also gets his event bonus, but so does the other team. Brave makes the individual wins, and that's another one in the bank. That's 6. Trying red again, and this time there's a match. Let's do this. It's an old school Enma team with TKG in the middle. Wow. That sucked. Now Robbett Watch viewers, here's a super important lesson. Even if you can't read Japanese, memorize what the players' names look like. I didn't bother to pay attention, and I've actually selected the exact same player back to back. Doesn't take a wizard to figure out. I'm going to lose the exact same way, back to back. I go to battle on orange and realize I didn't prepare a tough team. I had prepared a very low rank brave team, so I switched to that and modify it to tough. In hindsight, there's some hubris here. We'll get to that later. Wait. I had 6. Now I have 4. And that, my friends, is yokodori in a nutshell. Fast forward, and I win 2 in a row. Back to 6. Can't find any matches though. I'm trying furiously. Change the team and... back to 4. Fast forward, lose. Chance time, win. Change teams, win again. Another one stolen, so I'm treading water. Lose one, then win one, and another one has been stolen. Win another, lose another, win another. That's 7. Just need pink, just need 1. And we have chance time. This has to be it. Can't find any matches. Go back, change teams, and back to 4. Seriously, that's messed up. Win, lose, win, win, lose, lose, win. Then it's 3 wins in a row, but another stolen, so I'm still only at 6. This is rough. Win one, another one is stolen. Win another, and we're back to 7. This time I just need yellow. Can't find anyone. Seriously? I try and get a red backup, fail, and 2 are stolen. Lose, win, and another is stolen. And this, dear Robbett Watch viewers, is why yokodori is not for the faint of heart. I've gone through something like 40 battles, and that means 40 yokodori tickets. I'm starting to run on empty, so it's time to change strategies. If you can only get matched up against stronger teams, then I'm going to field a very weak team, yet with a TKG bonus. This is based on something that the Filthy Goat found out, and I should have tried it earlier. Current situation, using a weak team, I have 5 of 8 items. I've got 2 tickets left. Clearly, I'm going to have to spend some money. The question is how much. There are a surprising number of teams available to fight. Let's try one out. They're starting about 30% higher than my team, but it seems like lower ranked teams don't have TKG, and his bonus evens things up. The tribe compatibility individual battles push me ahead. That's 6, and none stolen so far. Another win, but 3 stolen. That's not good. For now, I'm keeping with the same low-level Brave team, and I'm not even bothering to change for each color. I win another, and another. The problem I'm finding is that the enemy team's strength varies wildly with this low team. I'm at 7,000 strength, and I'm fighting teams at 20,000 where the bonuses can never let me win. I'm also simply failing to find matches at all sometimes. The good news is that after those initial thefts, I've never been stolen from again. I changed to a low-ranking Heartful team, and finally, I find a good match. They start out at 3,000 ahead, but TKG solves that quickly, and then I win every single matchup. I start at 9,000 strength and end at 19,000. That's the last one. All 8 seals for the 4th and final Budokai reward. It took me over 1,600 battles, 500 treasure items, 40 free yokodori tickets, and 16 paid. Maka, I'm home. Enma Underworld King Maka is an Enma tribe SSS-rank all-popper who deals more damage the more you use his Soultimate during a battle. His skill is that his Soultimate gauge fills when other Soultimates are used. During the tournament, Maka gives a large bonus to Y points. That's certainly enough for one event, but we have a few last pieces of bookkeeping. It's finally time for Cindy J, now that we've got Indy Jaws gold. Done. Next is Lord Enma, now that we have King Maka. Done. Ooh, he dropped a normal Enma coin. And for finishing all the dream matches, here's the Enma Great Coin. There are also 2 low-rank yokai in the point shop that you don't need for the event, but we're going to get them all. Sumadon is a tough D-rank single attacker. Sunny Lettuce-san is a heartful C-rank attack booster. Last but not least, was King Maka worth it all? For no good reason, I'm here in the excellent tower facing off against 2 Beetler. We're going to try out Maka, the Popper. But Robbett, why would they make an SSS-rank Popper? I have no idea, Robbett Watch viewer, but they made him different. If he pops his own Puni, it counts toward filling up his soul meter. Yeah, that means you can chain his Soultimates. So we're going to flood the board. I'll leave the Slurpent test to you all, and see what happens when we get a few Maka Soultimates going. He's an all-popper, so we need to have one of the backup Maka Punis still growing so it won't get cleared. Three Soultimates within the 5 seconds of 3 super attack boosters. That's 1.5 million damage. $87 million score. 6,500 Y money. Was it worth it? Let me know in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Use a yokodori ticket and steal the like button. For all the latest Puni Puni information, subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitter. Until the next video, good luck with the Budokai.